What's the tea? I'm starting all over. November 20th, we have a new moon in Scorpio at 28 degrees and 11 minutes. If you have any planets in a fixed sign between 25 and 29, what is that? Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo, if you're feeling the vibes. Then if you also have anything between 0 and 2 of a mutable, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, and Gemini, you're feeling the vibes. What are the vibes? The vibes are intense. You know what? 28 is like a powerful degree. I like to call them degrees of potential. If you have anything at 27, 28, or 29, we know, right? Strong AF. Rob, how are you? There's something potent and strong about this new moon. We're on the verge of something, right? 29 is the anaretic degree. Hey, Isis. So it's almost at 29, not quite, excuse me. The astrology for this new moon is spicy AF, okay? So be prepared. I'm warning you. What's the astro tea? You moved to a new city? Really? That's so exciting. Okay. Scorpio is the sign associated with death and rebirth. Okay. It's about transformation and transmutation. Alicia, so maybe there's some pressure to step outside of your comfort zone. We're exploring vulnerability and intimacy. Okay. Oh my God, Billy. I'm sorry. Wait, you're having a Uranus opposition? Excuse me. Sorry. The people watching this on YouTube are going to be like, oh my God. Sorry, you guys. Okay. All right. I'm back. Let's start that over again. Scorpio is the sign associated with death and rebirth. It's about transformation and transmutation. We're exploring vulnerability and intimacy when it comes to our relationships and our finances, right? Because Scorpio rules the 8th house of STDs, sex, taxes, or trauma and death, right? We're not really talking about a literal death. We could be talking about an ego death, okay? Maybe there's some blessings. So this is this is a new moon. Did I say full moon? Rob, you said full moon. Okay, new moon. Right? Sorry. Oh my, Mercury retrograde. Because I was calling it a full moon earlier and I was like, this is a new moon. All right, my bad, everyone. We're going below the surface with this new moon in Scorpio, right? I will say this, because it's a new moon in Scorpio, it can feel like a full moon because we might be releasing some things, right? Because Scorpio is the sign associated with, what would I say? Excavating, right? Digging things up and letting go of what no longer serves us, right? So there might be some things that need to be released. We're the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's time to be reborn. Now, I just said this, but this is normally the signal of a new cycle, a new moon, but we could also be letting go of something. Scorpio is associated with decay and renewal. All right. Maybe there's a situation or circumstance that needs to be released. If you feel called to, you could set intentions. I don't know. So I just go off of my energy, right? Come through, rebirth. If you feel like setting intentions, I would definitely say this is very powerful energy for change, right? Okay. I was just making sure. No, because earlier I was like, is this a full moon or a new moon in my head? All right. Scorpio is a sign associated with very deep emotions, right? They like to kind of bury the emotions, but they're so intense and passionate. Sometimes they just let them out and they explode. Look, I say emotions, are energy and motion. So don't try to hold on to them. Don't try to suppress them. Just free them. Let them float. Okay. Oh, so this is going to be squaring your north node. So pressure to take risks. Again, like a square, maybe there's some kind of energy that needs to be not balanced because that's an opposition, but like getting everybody on the same team, right? Making sure everybody is ready to do the same thing and not going against each other, but working together. Oh, thank you, Mystic Veil. I try. Said I try. All right, back to Scorpio. This is a sign associated with deep emotions. So there could be some hurt and pain that come up for you. Second house is the money house. So let's let that go. Sometimes we become addicted to our sad story, right? We're like, oh, this happened to me. Yeah, I do that all the time. I need to stop doing that. Be the villain, not the victim. No, I'm kidding. Be the victor, not the victim. This is an opportunity to explore what feelings come up for you and the root of the pain and discomfort. I have a plant actually that has like a rotten root, and I said I'm going to go in and fix it. It doesn't need to be thrown out. I just need to like cut off the rotten root, and then I could put it back in fresh soil and I could give it life. Sometimes things are decaying and they could be saved, right? They're just sick. They need care. Let's get into the astrology of the new moon. The ruler of the new moon is Mars in Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius. But we also can look to the modern ruler, which would be Pluto in Aquarius. Mars is Mars is approaching a square to the North Node in Pisces. Yes, Scorpio is definitely about rebirth. Mars is our ambition and drive. Mars in Sagittarius wants to have adventures, right? It wants to explore. It wants to gain knowledge. Hey, Carice. The North Node is our learning curve and our spiritual growth. So when Mars is at the South Node or the South bending, you guys are like, what does that mean? That just means that there's some kind of release that we need to have, okay? We need to let go. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that, Rob. We need to free ourselves from something, and it's something Virgo, right? Because the South Node is a Virgo. So maybe this is judgment, criticism, perfection, needing a plan, okay? All of those things. Oh my goodness, this is a nice little Scorpio stellium. Love bug. Woo. Okay, so free yourself. Tap into that intuition. The North Node in Pisces is encouraging us to trust, to have faith in the universe, and to surrender, okay? I love that, Billy. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Pluto, the planet of power, is in Aquarius and it's moving us all forward, right? It's no longer retrograde, full speed ahead. It's a part of that magic triangle. I keep talking about this all the time between Uranus and Neptune. All of us are changing. Everybody, okay? We are freeing ourselves from whatever is holding us down in this society. This is a collective energy. The power is being restored to the people. Let's go. Power to the people. All right. Uranus forming a sextile to Neptune. That supports like a spiritual revolution in our society. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to have a spiritual revolution. Hey, Roger. But I am saying that, you know, some of us who are vibing high on a higher frequency are going to open ourselves up to an even higher frequency, right? This is generational, because Neptune and Uranus are generational planets. Now, I normally don't talk about Black Moon Lilith like for the transits, but this is a major part of this new moon because Black Moon Lilith is conjunct the sun and moon. Lilith is a lunar apogee. Can we get a revolution? You know, it is the darkest point in the moon cycle. That's why I like to call Lilith our dark side. It spends about 9 months in each sign, so it'll be in Scorpio till December 21st. Lilith is currently at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So if you have any planets around that degree, then you might be feeling the Lilith vibes. What are the Lilith vibes? It's like a double shot of scorpionic energy. It's the shadow side. It's repressed desires and taboos. It's rage and anger and power and obsessions. It sounds crazy, right? Yes, Lilith is what we crave and what we're ashamed of seeking. As Black Moon Lilith transits Scorpio, it's all about embracing sexual freedom, feminine empowerment. Men can be allies too, or embracing your feminine side, men, and diving into magic and occult practices, right? Are you really are you sober, Billy, for real? If you've been giving your power away, Lilith and Scorpio is here to adjust that dynamic, all right? Mercury is forming a conjunction to the sun and moon in this new moon chart. Oh, I was about to say, it's a Kazemi. This is a new cycle for Mercury, right? Think of this as a reset for your mind, your ideas. We're rethinking, right? Because it's a retrograde, our ambitions and dreams for the future, what we need to feel safe and secure. Maybe we gain clarity on a past situation or problem. Maybe something was like racking our brains and we finally have an aha moment. We're able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Maybe we're ready to drop the past, hallelujah, and finally move forward to the future. I like that. We're talking about that grand water trine earlier. So this is going to be taking place between the sun and Scorpio, Jupiter in Cancer, and Saturn in Pisces. It's starting to separate, but it's still there, right? It's exact tomorrow. So This could be bringing up all the feels. We were just talking about crying because all these planets are in water signs. Grand trine is a triangle. It's a pattern of ease. Everything is in harmony with each other. This is a great time for healing, feeling your feels, or tapping in with your intuition or imagination. There could be also, you know, forgiveness or healing. Hey, Tay, how are you? Welcome back. She's like, really? Forgiveness in your relationships, right? Maybe you have some problem with someone and you're like, okay, we can finally like talk about it and we can move past it. Now, the main character of this moon is the sun and moon opposite Uranus and Taurus. I'm not a fan of this. 0 out of 10. Just kidding. Well, yeah, 3 out of 10. It brings an unpredictability and an impulsiveness to this new moon. Uranus is change. It's innovation. It's freedom, right? It's liberation. We're ready to break free and break out of our comfort zone, but this is an opposition. So maybe we're going back and forth. Should we make a change? Should we stay in our comfort zone? Maybe there's somebody that we feel like is blocking us, a boss, a relationship, right? Because it's the sun and moon, somebody in a position of power. We're feeling rebellious, but we're also maybe feeling uneasy about switching things up. Maybe you feel like somebody's trying to prevent you from being free and doing what you want to do. Again, the sun is authority, the moon is relationships. Don't throw the baby out with the bath water. I can never say, is it Hecate? Hecate? I always say it wrong. Okay. But do free yourself from situations that feel stagnant and stuck. Slow down. Watch out for accidents, and just arguments and fights with other people, okay? Billy, I want to say it right. I'm a Capricorn. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with Aries. This was short and sweet, I think. I don't know. I might be lying. Aries, where you at? You're seeking freedom from debts, emotional and financial. But in order to be liberated, you have to first get real, Ram. Do a deep dive of your bank account and your spirit. You may need to face some hard truths. Thank you, Roger. About your spending and saving. Don't beat yourself up if you aren't. If I can't read. Don't beat yourself up if you haven't been making savvy money moves. Make adjustments. There could be fears and traumas that track back to childhood resurfacing during the new moon. Some of your shadow behaviors might be holding you back from truly being free. Don't feel shame. We all have a dark side. Invite the light in by healing. Tap in with therapy, a support group, or, even rehab if you need help moving on from the past. Aries mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I can rewrite my history. Hey, Mamacita. That sounded funny. Taurus, relationships are asking for your attention, bull. You're ready to put a ring on it, or you might be ready to call it quits. If you're locked in with your loved one, then you want to take that commitment to a deeper level. If you're feeling restless in your relationship, then you may feel like breaking up with a connection as Uranus retrogrades back into your sign. Uranus is shaking things up. This goes for non-romantic partnerships as well. So business partners and friends can be on the chopping block. Pour into relationships that pour back into you. Don't rush to cut ties with your partner, romantic or professional, because remember, Mercury is retrograde. You said shut up. So maybe you need a do-over. Taurus mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I am worthy of being loved as deeply and purely as I love. That's very nice. And so it is. Gemini. Turn on the screen time, twin, and set your alarm an hour earlier to hit the gym or take a walk before work. Set a new routine and stick to it. If work has you on the verge of burnout, figure out how to scale back the stress. Maybe you're even contemplating looking for a new gig that provides you more time to yourself. It could be as simple as sweating out that cortisol, so get physical, right? Maybe you don't need a new job. You just need to release the stress. Instead of picking up your phone to doom scroll, how about unplugging? I need to unplug. Grab some knitting needles and make a scarf, or pick up a pencil and draw a masterpiece. Find a healthy way to channel any nervous energy. Gemini mantra for the Scorpio new moon. New choices bring new results. That's my mantra too. I love that. Cancer. Where you at, Crabby? We might get your rom-com meet, or you might get your rom-com meet cute, Crabby. Okay? A new love interest could pop up during the new moon. There's also the possibility for an ex returning as Mercury is retrograde, so watch out. Instead of running it back with an old flame, think of all the reasons it fizzled the first time. If you've been decentering romantic love, you can always romance yourself. Isis, really? Fall back in love with a hobby or passion. Get those creative juices flowing. Find an activity that makes you feel like a kid again. Maybe you go ice skating. That sounds like fun. Or build a gingerbread house. Maybe you get the whole family together and invite the kids too, involve them. It could bring everyone closer. Cancer mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I find joy and happiness in everything I do. Yes, I love to romance myself. I agree. Because romantic love in itself is overrated. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. Leo, it's the holiday season and maybe it's time for some new traditions, Lion. Break those generational curses, beginning with your family customs. Create folklore that speaks to you and your loved ones. I couldn't think of another word. There could be an opportunity to clear the air with a family member or find forgiveness. Free yourself from resentment and rumination. No one is excusing that loved one from being held accountable, but it's time for your inner peace. If you've been neglecting your fam bam and working too hard, schedule a week off to avoid burnout. Remember, health is wealth, amen. And your mental wellness is just as important as your physical well-being. Leo mantra for the Scorpio new moon. Our family traditions create a sense of belonging and unity. And so it is. Virgo, speak positivity over yourself, Virgo, and the people around you. Instead of finding flaws and fault in yourself and others, call out everyone's virtues and strengths, including your own, okay? Give yourself and others grace. Words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. If you have an issue with a sibling or neighbor, then air it out. Let it be known how you feel so you can move on from it. Mercury retrograde may have you frazzled, so why not take a break? Rest, Virgo. You don't have to knock every item off on your to-do list or run every errand. Ditch the tasks and have a local adventure. Go to the mountains to see the fall foliage. I guess if you're on the East Coast. Virgo mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I am willing to release judgment because I am ready to be free. I like that. Libra, your mind is focused on your bank account balance, Libra. You know what? I actually listened to Taurus because I'm a late degree Aries rising. Sorry, Libra. Libra, your mind is focused on your bank account balance, Libra. I just heard Jagger. He's been talking about money all day. But think of all the things you have that money can't buy. Are you grateful for all your current blessings? Maybe you tap into a natural gift or talent like healing work or helping others manage their finances. If you need a few coins, you're like, help them manage. I can't even manage my own, but maybe you could do for others. This is a good time to clear away clutter. Scorpio likes to remove and release things. What's taking up space in your place? Donate it or gift it to someone in need. An unexpected financial blessing could actually come to you by way of a settlement, grant, or refund. Be open to partnering on a business, but maybe hold off on signing anything till the retrograde is over. Wait, what did Roger say? Sorry, Roger, I'm going to go back. Libra mantra for the Scorpio new moon. My gratitude attracts more reasons to be grateful. Scorpio, it's a new chapter for you, Scorpio, so turn the page. You know Scorpios can hold a grudge. The new moon in your sign is an opportunity for a fresh start. As Mercury retrogrades through Scorpio, you may reconsider what you truly want out of life. Get clear. Get clear on your goals and come up with a plan. When Mercury stations direct, You'll be ready to make your dreams a reality. If there's a mindset or belief that is keeping you stagnant, it's time to free yourself. That's a theme, freeing yourself, right, Uranus? A relationship is either supporting your liberation or imprisoning you. Only you know if a connection is clipping your wings or helping you to fly. Tap into the grand water trine energy and release what is no longer serving you with love and light. Scorpio mantra for the Scorpio new moon. New doors are opening for me everywhere. Period. Sagittarius, where's Tony? Sagittarius, clear the karma of the past during the new moon, Saggy. If you don't know where to begin, journal and see what feelings come up for you. Maybe a few ghost stories from your subconscious float to the surface. Gain closure, release the memories and mindsets, and lovingly send them on their way, right? Goodbye. Light some sage. I just did that yesterday. And cleanse your mind and spirit. Rest, reflect, release, and renew. Let the old go so you can usher in the new during Sag season. You've been more introspective and isolated maybe over the last few weeks. You may not even feel like you're the life of the party. But all that will change as the sun enters your sign the day after the Scorpio new moon. Period. Sagittarius mantra for the Scorpio new moon. Every ending is a new beginning. Thank you. Capricorn, gang, gang. This is a powerful new moon for you, Cappy, because it's taking place in your house of wishes. If you're a Capricorn rising, this is a good time for you to manifest, okay? Reflect on your aspirations and long-term goals. It's never too late to switch up course if your dreams don't speak to the person you are today, right in this moment. We're constantly changing and growing, so our motivations change too. Maybe your social circles are changing as well. I feel that. Open yourself up to new friendships and spend time with people who share common interests. Join that run club. There'll be some fine men at those. I'm decentered men, but there are some fine men at those run clubs. Some social connections may no longer serve you. This doesn't mean that you have to cut off your old crew, but you might limit the time you spend with homies that are no longer in alignment. Capricorn mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I can create the friendships and community that I dream of. Ooh, I'm fighting. Tony, you literally came in after I said, where's Tony? Aquarius. All your hard work is paying off during the new moon, Aqua. Maybe you're picked to lead a new team at work, or you receive a raise or bonus. It's not just if I could read. Okay, sorry. Aquarius. All your hard work is paying off during the new moon, Aqua. Maybe you're picked to lead a new team at work, or you receive a raise or bonus. If you're not getting the professional props that you deserve, it's time to step into your power. Pluto is transiting your sign and encouraging transformation and change. So circulate that resume and see what other career opportunities are out there. Hey, Fred. If family changes at home require more domestic time than you need because you're working, maybe you need to switch up your gig so it supports a healthier work-life balance. Uranus, your modern ruler retrograding into your house of home, may be bringing some shakeups on the home front. Roll with the changes. Aquarius mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I am the creator of my career success. Pisces, we almost did it, Lord. You're ready to explore, Pisces. You're itching to expand your horizons, and that may be through a trip or enrolling in a workshop or course. If you can't just jet off to Bali for a meditation retreat, you can always book a Reiki healing session or even learn to become a Reiki practitioner. My friend just suggested I do that. That's so random. Maybe you're daydreaming of something you always wanted to do, whether it's write a book, deep dive a topic, or explore another country or continent. Open your mind and heart to new journeys. Follow your spirit and see where it takes you. It can be hard to stick to the same old routine during the new moon, so make time and space for an adventure. Pisces mantra for the Scorpio new moon. I release fear and boldly step into new experiences.